So I have to say that the program has just been amazing this year. I've been here at TZ for 3 years, and in the time that I've been here, I've seen lots of Kids Hope mentors come through. I feel like anytime a mentor comes into our building, the kids are really excited to see them. They'll have extra good behavior on those days so that they can be with their mentor.
I've been a Kids Hope mentor for almost 4 years, and when I chose to become a mentor, my mentee that I was paired with in that relationship was in 1st grade. He is now in 4th grade, so we've had sort of this whole time together.
I didn't become a Kids Hope mentor though until about a year into the program, because I didn't think I wanted to give my time. I didn't know if I'd be any good at it. It just made me a little nervous to think that I was going to have to be with a little one, 1st grader, even though I had grandkids, every week, and try to be a positive influence on their lives, which is really what a mentor does, just that positive influence in a person's life.
The mentors, that social emotional learning piece, I think is so important to the students, just knowing how to be a citizen, how to accept responsibility, how to show empathy and love and kindness and gratitude, all of those things that maybe some of them aren't learning at home, but they can learn through their mentor.
Just a couple weeks ago, he said, "Do you remember when we were at Deer Meadow and you used to come every day?" And I said, "What do you mean, buddy?" He said, "No, like at Deer Meadow, you used to come every day." I said, "No, it's always just been 1 hour a week." And we just sort of reflected on that, and I was aware that, like, even though for him so much of school is a challenge, and I know he has those memories of the principal's office and the kind of daily routines that he would go through, for some reason he looks back on that time and, like, one of the things he remembers is that we were always together. And that blew my mind because, again, it's 1 hour a week.
When I first met him in the 1st grade, he was not doing well in school. He was very disruptive. But as time went along and he felt more sure about himself and realized that he had the potential, if only given the opportunity. So we can fast forward to today as a 4th grader. Now he is very proud to show me how he can determine a parameter, how he can determine the mathematical formula for an area, and he's just doing beautifully well, excelling in his academics, and his behavioral problems have just virtually gone away.
You know, if you look back at Maslow's kind of hierarchy of needs, and you need that foundational stuff, relationships and love and support, and if you can't have the Bloom's piece of it, the academic piece, until you have that Maslow piece.
So much of our time is characterized by silliness and play, which I just think is really important for him to have those times where he's laughing, and we just do a lot of laughing. Every once in a while, in the midst of that, or in the midst of doing, you know, something else, working on schoolwork, he'll just kind of pop a question like, I wonder if my mom ever did really love me, or, you know, some kind of like earth-shattering thing, which is just like this little invitation to say, can you go with me to this place? And so I get to be there to say, you know, yeah, let's talk about that. You know, every once in a while he knows that relationship is significant and stable enough that he can do that kind of stuff.
I credit the teachers at the school systems, but I think it is also very much a part of having one person who is there every week, come hell or high water, being just there for him, his advocate. Nobody else's advocate, the little one's advocate. And I think that's meant a lot.
We had 2 students in a fight. Both of them have mentors of some kind in the building. And when they came down to the office, I was able to just talk briefly to them. And both students were able to take responsibility for their actions. And it was just kind of nice just to see them have a conversation with one another, to be able to problem solve on their own. And I do think that having a mentor has helped them be able to do that.
it's amazing in the times where if I sit at the lunch table or something, you know, all the kids want that experience of the attention of an adult. I mean, to have that for 1 hour a week is incredible.
I'm older, and it's been the best decision I've made probably in much of my life. It's just been a great experience. It's not a tutoring program, as the teacher said this year. Just be there for him, make him feel good about himself, do things that he enjoys doing and that he can accomplish. And that's what we are all about.
My assumption is this is the kind of program where people think like, oh, I can do that, you know, I wouldn't know how to do it. And that's where Kids Hope National, great resources. So for me to feel that way and then to look through and say like, oh yeah, okay, I can do this. There is a plan, there's a pie chart. They teach you how to, you know, they give you tons of resources, more than you could ever, you know, hope to use. But there's a need. I mean, there's so many students, kids in this community that would love the opportunity to spend 1 hour a week with an adult who gives them their full attention. I think that's what we need for this program to grow.
I would encourage people to step up. If you don't think you can, if you don't think you've got the time, say you will for a while, then you'll get hooked like I did. And the mentoring need is great. There's more kids than we can even imagine that need someone just to come and be their friend and to be there for them. One of the things I want to be sure and share is that this year he was Student of the Month 2 different months. That's an amazing thing to say. So at any rate, Kids Hope is an amazing program, and we need your support.